Imagine waking up one morning to find that the laws of physics, as you know them, have been rewritten overnight. The sun hangs motionless in the sky, neither rising nor setting, while a deafening roar fills the air as unimaginable winds tear across the landscape. The oceans, no longer constrained by the Earth's steady rotation, rise up in monstrous waves that dwarf mountains. This isn't a scene from a dystopian novel. This is what would happen if the Earth's rotation came to a sudden stop. The consequences would be so extreme, so catastrophic, that it's difficult to fathom how life as we know it could continue. The Earth spins at roughly 1,000 miles per hour at the equator, a speed so constant we don't even feel it. This rotation shapes everything: our days and nights, the movement of the oceans, even the flow of the atmosphere. But if that motion were to cease abruptly, the planet would undergo changes so violent that they would rewrite geography, climate, and the very possibility of survival. One of the first and most devastating effects would be the atmosphere's reaction. The air around us moves with the Earth, but if the planet stopped spinning, the atmosphere would keep going at its original speed. The result? Winds faster than anything ever recorded, over 1,000 miles per hour near the equator. These winds wouldn't just knock down trees or rip roofs off buildings. They would scour the land itself, flattening everything in their path. The friction alone would generate enough heat to ignite wildfires on a global scale, turning vast regions into burning wastelands. Then there's the water. The oceans, governed by the Earth's rotation, would continue moving with their original momentum, creating tsunamis of unimaginable scale. Waves hundreds or even thousands of feet tall would surge across continents, swallowing entire cities in minutes. The sudden redistribution of water would also trigger massive earthquakes as the planet's crust, no longer balanced by centrifugal force, buckles and shifts. Volcanic eruptions would follow, spewing ash and toxic gases into the already chaotic atmosphere. But the changes wouldn't stop there. The Earth isn't a perfect sphere. It bulges slightly at the equator due to its spin. Without rotation, that bulge would gradually collapse inward, reshaping the planet into a more uniform sphere. This might sound like a slow, almost imperceptible process, but in reality, it would unleash further geological disasters. The shifting crust would crack and split, creating new mountain ranges and swallowing others, all while triggering even more earthquakes and volcanic activity. Perhaps the most surreal change would be the end of day and night as we know them. Right now, the Earth's rotation gives us a 24-hour cycle of sunlight and darkness. If the planet stopped spinning, one side would permanently face the sun, while the other would be locked in eternal night. The sunlit side would become a scorching desert, where temperatures soar high enough to boil water and make life nearly impossible. Meanwhile, the dark side would plunge into a deep freeze, with temperatures dropping to hundreds of degrees below zero. The only remotely habitable zone would be a narrow twilight band between these two extremes, but even there, survival would be a daily struggle, with extreme weather, dwindling resources, and constant geological instability. Another silent but deadly consequence would be the weakening of Earth's magnetic field. Our planet's rotation plays a key role in generating the magnetosphere, the invisible shield that protects us from solar radiation. Without spin, this shield could falter or even collapse, leaving the surface exposed to deadly cosmic rays and solar winds. Over time, this radiation would strip away the atmosphere, much like what happened to Mars, turning Earth into a barren, airless rock. Human civilization, built on the assumption of a stable, rotating planet, would not survive such an event. Cities would be annihilated by wind and water, food production would collapse, and the extreme temperature divide would make most of the planet uninhabitable. The few survivors would be left clinging to existence in the twilight zone, where resources would be scarce and the environment hostile. Governments, economies, and societies would crumble, leaving humanity a fight for survival unlike anything in history. Of course, this is all purely hypothetical. The Earth's rotation isn't going to stop anytime soon. The forces that keep our planet spinning are unimaginably powerful, and nothing in the foreseeable future could bring them to a halt. But this thought experiment serves as a stark reminder of how delicate the balance of our world really is. We take the Earth's rotation for granted, yet without it, life as we know it would be impossible. So the next time you watch the sun rise or set, take a moment to appreciate the quiet, constant motion of our planet. It's easy to forget that we're all riding a spinning rock through space, but that spin is what makes Earth the vibrant, life-filled world it is. Without it, everything, absolutely everything would change.
Hey there, if you're enjoying this video and appreciate the effort behind it, don't forget to like this video. It really helps the channel grow, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update. Oh, and one more thing, share this video with your friends. Spread the love and support. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Let me know if you want any tweaks.